Brandon Nimmo is one of the most coveted outfielders on free agency right now, and after the Blue Jays traded away Teoscar Hernandez, they are definitely in on him. What is up, guys? We got a Brandon Nimmo Toronto Blue Jays free agency update that we gotta break down. Before we get into it though, folks, please make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. We post daily MLB content, so I promise you won't regret it. Alright, so Jon Morosi shook up the MLB hot stove earlier this week when he came out and said this: "I will be somewhat surprised if the Blue Jays do not sign either Bellinger or Brandon Nimmo." Since then, there has been a flurry of articles talking about the Blue Jays, talking about Brandon Nimmo. Most of them are fluff, but there was actually two that came out that really stuck with me. The first one came out just yesterday, and in the headline it says that Nimmo is drawing interest from the Blue Jays and the Rays, among other teams. The article goes on to say that the San Francisco Giants are going to be in the mix, and it also discusses the Mets. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys. I think those are just the main suitors. Like, do not be shocked if the Houston Astros or the LA Dodgers swoop in from left field and snatch him up, right? Because even though those are like the main suitors right now, you're going to have other teams in the mix that are inquiring about him. At the end of the day, though, what this means is that Nimmo is a great free agent, and the Blue Jays have a lot of competition if they want to get him. And that kind of leads me to my next article that I want to discuss here. So this next article is all about the top free agents, and you get a bunch of different MLB analysts who go through those top free agents and then break down where they think they're going to go, who they're going to sign with. Josh Goldberg tweeted this out earlier, breaking down Nimmo, saying that 3 of the analysts predicted Blue Jays to be the team that he goes to, and then went on to predict their deals, all of them around the 5 to 6 year range in the $130 million area. Wow. Guys, this is news, because when we entered this offseason, when the Blue Jays entered the offseason, I think a lot of us, myself included, were looking at this team, we're looking at what we have coming up, how we have Guerrero, how we have Bichette coming up, and they need to get extensions, right? We were looking at all that, and we were thinking to ourselves, we are not going to be in the mix for a guy who is $100 million plus. You look back at the last few off seasons and it's like, you got your Springer, you got your Gosman. Those were going to be the dudes who it's like we spent big money on. That has completely changed because it has been confirmed that the Blue Jays are in on Brandon Nimmo, and because his contract is going to look like 120, 130, maybe even $140 million. That means that these Jays, we're willing to spend, baby. And here's the thing, folks. Let's say that Brandon Nimmo, let's say that he does go back to the Mets or the Dodgers, or God forbid, the Rays get him. Well, what does that mean for the Jays? We still have $130 million burning a hole in our pocket. So what this says to me is that not only are we deeply involved with Brandon Nimmo, but it also means that we could be involved with Carlos Rodon, maybe even Dansby Swanson, right? Those guys who are like really talented players who are going to get into the range of $100 to $150 million. Blue Jays could be in on all of them. So as far as Brandon Nimmo goes, the update is we are favorites. There is lots of competition, including the Rays. However, we are looking to pay him a lot. And as for the whole offseason, this means that the Blue Jays, we could be in on anybody. But guys, let me know what you think about this news in the comments down below. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and go Jays go.